Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Checking Boxes with Caldwell's Comics. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do. Give us a like if you like the content. We basically just go through our product box by box, show you what we've got, let you know it's available for sale. Trying to promote our brand. So as such, we've got all of our social here. Website, I'm adding new comics daily. We don't do as much on Instagram right now, but we are hoping to do another claim sale with Bub's Comics soon, probably in the next couple of weeks. And we're adding YouTube content almost on a daily basis. So yeah, if you haven't watched before, everything that I'm going to show is available for sale. If you'd like to purchase anything, just claim it in the comments down below, or if you want, you can send me a message at my Gmail account. And let's dig in. Starting off with some Rick and Morty comics. We've got Rick and Morty. I don't know what the subtitle of this one is, but it's issue 3, 6, 8. Another cover for number 8. This is the 100th issue spectacular. I have never seen this show. I hear it's hilarious. My youngest daughter, I know, likes it. Hi, Sarah, if you're watching. What is this? Versus Cthulhu, issue 1. Versus Cthulhu, issue 2. Different cover for number 2. Number 3. Crisis on C-137, issue 1. And a variant cover. This is number 2. Let's tilt this thing a little bit here. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Number 4. Heart of Rickness, number 2. Maximum Overture, number 1. Time Zoo, number 1. Let me jump to the Riddler, year 1. This was the series that was written by Paul Dano, the actor who played the Riddler. And you never know what you're going to get with actors who think they're writers, but this was actually pretty good. I did not get to finish it because we, quite frankly, sold out of an issue before I could get around to reading it. I think it was 2 or 3, but I did read the first 1 or 2 issues and really enjoyed it. The art is fantastic by Stevan Subic. And just this week he came out with, well, as I'm filming this, obviously, I don't know when this is going to be released, but there's a Batman, I think it's called Full Moon, Batman werewolf story that this artist is illustrating, and it looks really nice. Great artist. This is a different cover for issue 3. And yet another cover for issue 3. Book 4 looks like a Magnolia cover. Book 4 Sienkiewicz cover. Book 4. Then we jump to another one of those titles that every collection you purchase from the 90s is going to have in there. That's the Robin 2 miniseries with the hologram covers. Just had a guy come into the store yesterday with a complete set thinking he was going to get rich, and I had to bring him back down to reality. So Robin 2 number 1, $2.50 for that one. They also did covers that didn't have holograms, and this is the Kevin Maguire cover for issue 2. Just to let you know, I've got a I've got a line on a couple of new collections, so stay tuned for that. I'll hopefully pick those up in the next week or so, but we'll see how it goes. You know, these things are never guaranteed, but one of our regular customers came in yesterday when I was working and wanted to sell a few long boxes, so there's that. And then another gentleman came by and talked to Tony, and he's got some stuff he wants to sell, and Tony asked me to go look at it, so we may have a couple of new collections coming in soon. If we do buy those, we'll go through them as we did with the first collection that started off this series of videos. Back to the show. Night Terrors, Robin number 2. We've got RoboCop number 1. I don't think this is the film adaptation. I think these are original stories. They did do the film adaptation, but I think it was a series before this. Number 2. I still get asked for this series all the time in the store. 3. Great movie. 6. RoboCop versus Terminator number 1 by the great Walt Simonson. And number 4. Robin Hood from Zenescope. I don't see an issue number on here. Rocket Raccoon. This was a prestige format book that came out earlier this year, I believe. I think it's just reprints of Rocket stories. And we've got the Rocketeer, Den of Thieves, In the Den of Thieves, number 1. A different cover. Rogue and Gambit number 3 with a beautiful Tikal cover. One of my favorite artists. Number 3. Don't know who the artist is on that. Issue 4. Another number 4. Very nice cover. Number 5. We've got the ROM Space Knight reprint with the foil cover. We've got the original ROM series, number 60. Yeah, I was going to say, I think that's Butch Guice, and I saw the signature, Guice and Palmer. Sabretooth, number 2, Teixeira cover, and I think interior also, I believe. 3. Sabretooth Classics. These are reprints. I don't know what they reprint. I think probably just his X-Men appearances, because I don't think he had any series of his own before this. That's a Steve Epting cover. Another artist I like. Didn't like him at first, but he definitely improved over time. Sabretooth, Mary Shelley Overdrive. Okay. That's obviously a Tim Bradstreet cover. He's best known for doing a very long run of Hellblazer covers. Sacrificers. This was a series that had a lot of interest in my store. Rick Remender. This is, I think, the either a 1 in 10 or a one per store variant. Beautiful cover. I read it. It was good. It wasn't great, but I have a lot of customers who enjoy this series. That looks like a Jenny Frison, yeah. Specifically, Ivan and Nate, if you're watching, hello, guys. Hope to see you soon. Issue 2, another beautiful cover. I think that's also a 1 per store, or unlockable. Sandman, number 63. Sandman Love Street, number 1. The great Duncan Fegredo, a great artist. Number 2. Well, that's a set. Okay, let's put together a set of those. 1, 2, and 3. Watch for those on our website soon. we've got more recent series here. Sandman Presents Petrifax, #2. By the great Steve Leialoha, but I don't know who this cover is by. It's nice. And #3. And #4. So we're just missing #1 in that series. Savage Dragon #1. I believe this is the original #1. There was a 4-issue miniseries followed by the ongoing. I think this is the miniseries #1. I'm pretty sure the ongoing had a $2.50 cover price. I always get them mixed up, but I'm pretty sure that's the miniseries. Then we've got Savage Dragon, Destroyer Duck. For those of you who don't know, Destroyer Duck was created by Steve Gerber and Jack Kirby to fund Steve Gerber's lawsuit against Marvel. He was trying to get the rights to Howard the Duck. So they did a Destroyer Duck comic for, I believe it was Eclipse. And then later on, I guess Eric Larson teamed up with him to, I would assume raise some more money for the lawsuit. I don't know. There you go. Some more useless trivia. Scarlet #2 by Bendis and Mayleaf. Great team. Scarlet Witch #1. Horrible art. I mean, I don't know who that is, but it's just awful. Speaking of awful, Secret Defenders #1. And again, I don't know who that artist is, but it's just horrible. A. Coates, yeah. #2, Secret Invasion #1. It's a nice cover. #2, variant #2. Another variant for #2. Obviously, they were trying to cash in on the success or lack thereof of the TV show, which was an absolute abysmal failure. As most of their shows have been, in my opinion. Secret Invasion 3. Truthfully, guys, but the only one I've really liked has been Moon Knight. What If wasn't bad. Loki was okay, but most of the Marvel shows have just been garbage. WandaVision was all right. Started off good and kind of tailed off, in my opinion. #3, another cover for #3. Haven't watched Agatha yet. I'm waiting for it all to, for all of the episodes to be streamable, and I'll watch it all at once. Don't have a whole lot of hope for that. I've heard some good things, but that tends to be the case. You always hear there's always somebody that likes it. Secret Invasion, War of the Kings, #1. That's a second print variant. Secret Invasion, Who Do You Trust, #1. Secret Origins, #1, by the great Jerry Ordway. Such a great artist. Actually, he only inked this. It's drawn by Wayne Boring, who is Golden Age DC artist. He also did the interior. We've got Secret Origins #41. That looks like no, it's not Infantino. It looks like oh God, who is that? I don't know who did that cover. This one I know, John Byrne. Secret Wars 2, #1. Byrne and Austin. Unfortunately, the interiors are, I think, Al Milgrom. Oh, that's out of order. Secret Origins #42, featuring Phantom Girl. '47. Some of the lead characters in the Legion of Superheroes. Horrible cover. Okay, Secret Warriors #1. #4, Bendis and Hickman. Wow. Number 11, 13, and 15. Okay, then we have Secret Wars Journal #1. Sentinel Squad #1. Got a Silver Age Sergeant Fury and Assaulting Commandos #27. Number 29. 49. Yeah, I was going to say that looks like John Severin, and indeed he did ink it. Dick Ayers drew it, and the great John Severin on the ink. As is this one. 50, Dick Ayers and John Severin. We've got the Shadow #8. That's a Kyle Baker. Trials of Shazam #5. Sheena, Queen of the Jungle #1 with a great Soydom cover doing his best Rosetta. She-Hulk #33. So it looks like a Deodato cover. Yep, Deodato. She-Hulk #1, different volume. All new Savage She-Hulk #2. J. Scott Campbell cover. We've got a Shield #2, second printing variant. Oh, another Hickman book. Nice. Okay, let me get into some Showcase. Showcase was an anthology title that DC put out. Thicker book. Usually had at least 3 or 4 stories in there. Yeah, I think 4. Deathstroke, Peacemaker, Jade and Obsidian. And it looks like Two-Face. Yeah, Two-Face right there, Dave. Wake up. This is Showcase 93, #7. That's a nice Sienkiewicz cover. #8, I think that's Glenn Fabry. #9, Sean McManus. That's Showcase 94. Battle World Siege #1. #2. 3. We've got a Silk #3. Cindy Moon is Silk #4. And #5 with a nice 1950s monster movie zombie film homage cover. All right. Okay, we're almost at the end here, guys. Jump into Silver Surfer. This is the -1 issue. I believe that's Ron Garney. #1. This was his volume 2 by the great Marshall Rogers. Love this guy's art. #2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Simonson cover. 11. Back to Marshall Rogers. Let me jump to 50, Ron Lim. This is a second printing with the embossed foil cover. Nice Thanos cover. 56, Ron Lim. 66, Ron Lim had a pretty long run on this title. And then somewhere in the 100s, George Perez actually took over as the writer, and it got really weird. I mean, it was a really bizarre series. This is 82. This is a minor key of some sort. I can't remember. Might be his first appearance, but it's definitely a key. Silver Surfer Ghostlight, #1, second printing. This series came out when I had my store and was not very well received. I think Surfer's like in the book for like 3 pages of the first issue. This is #2. It's a nice cover. #3. Another cover for #3. Oh, this is Torrin Clark. Okay. #5. So we're missing #4 for the set. We've got Silver Surfer Rebirth Legacy. This came out after the Ghostlight. And this is back to Ron Lim. That's issue 2. Issue 3. I really like this cover. I know a lot of people don't, but abstract, it sometimes, it either works or it doesn't. And this, I usually don't care for it, but I really like this cover. #5. I prefer it over. I just don't like Ron Lim, guys. Sorry. I know I have a lot of customers and friends who love him, and I just don't care for his art. Then they did a Sins of Sinister. For some reason, they did a Strike Force Morituri tribute cover, which I totally don't understand. I probably don't know a single other person on Earth that even remembers this book, but there you go. I loved it. It was a good series. I think I've talked about it in previous episodes, recommending it. It looks like Lionel Yu. The Sire, Lost in Time, the beautiful Dave Johnson cover. Skrull Kill Crew, #1. I read the first volume of this came out back in the 90s. It was okay. It was kind of fun. Did not get around to reading this one. This is issue 5. Skrulls versus Power Pack. #2 of 4. And the final book in this box, Solo Leveling, the free comic book day version. So there you go, guys. Again, if you saw anything you liked, you can claim it in the comments down below or send me an email. If you like the content, please give us a like and subscribe. And as always, thank you for your time. We do appreciate it, and we'll catch you in the next video. Take care.